Okay, what is going on here?
It looks like you're live, Mike. Willie.
Yeah, it's just kind of acting strange there for a second. I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, we're good. Yeah, it's just kind of acting strange there for a second. I'm not sure. Okay. Yep, we are live. Welcome to um our fourth podcast. Glad to have everybody, and we're actually really happy to have the output. We've been getting. People actually like the show. I'm kind of surprised. We're just a bunch of friends that get together, and talk shit about video games. No fanboying, none of that good stuff. Um, but we've actually had a great response to the channel. So uh, after today, I mean, what can I say? We're definitely intend to keep on doing this. We don't give a shit about money. We don't really care about subscribers. But hey, we're glad to come here and do it every week. So without further ado, let's do it. And with us tonight, we have Geo.
Good evening.
We have Geo. We have Kumo. We we have all kinds of fucking people with the word O in their name. We got we got Geo. We got Kumo. Jesus Christ. We got Wolf 2880. We've got Fox. We have, oh my God, who else do we have? Jesus, I'm missing somebody about you here. Who else do we got? And we have Sono. I knew there was
Hi.
another O in there, and the bad part, I forgot Sono, and he is my own son. Is that not sad or what? So,
That's awesome.
and of course, you got me, the gaming's mouth of the South, Wilmy Hood. So, let's do it, gentlemen. All right, for the first topic, let's talk about, well, first, has anybody saw the whole thing with Remedy?
No.
No.
Nope, nobody's heard about Remedy. They got the rights back to Alan Wake. And for some reason, all the people that hated on Quantum Break, now Remedy is the greatest fucking gaming, development company on the planet. I've been seeing Twitter light up all day long today, with different things on it. Um, I just think it's kind of funny. Everybody hated it, and now Remedy's the next best thing since Jesus, as far as video games go.
It's
Which
because I think they're going to make the game exactly how it was before. They're going to change it up, and then they're going to be all pissed off, and they'll be pieces of shit again before you know it.
exactly, but I know we actually had something about it in our group earlier. Which, if you haven't checked out our group, we're on Facebook. It's the same as the podcast name, Gaming Beyond the Box. We're a different type of Facebook group. There's no fanboy bullshit allowed. We don't care what you play. Everybody is a gamer. That even includes everybody that plays Minecraft or mobile games.
Mobile games, there you go.
But that's enough talk about Remedy. And like all you guys know, we really aren't here, to tell you the same, recycled news feeds that you can read all day long, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So let's talk games, which is why we're all here, and that's what all puts us together. Um, so, Geo, what are some of your favorite games you've ever played? And I mean, go all the way back.
All the way back, are we? I would say my top three are always. I'm going to go recent would be Bioshock, Portal, and Titanfall. I go all the way back. Man, my favorite Atari game was Tank. I guess that would be your first true battle royale multiplayer game, I guess you could call it. That was always fun. ColecoVision was for a lot of these younger guys, NES is where everybody grew up, but ColecoVision's where I grew up. And my two favorite games there would have been Carnival and Pepper 2, followed right behind with Donkey Kong Jr. So I was big into those kind of puzzle-like games. Um, and I still am, all the way up until today. Obviously, everybody who knows me knows Forza is a huge influence in how much time I spend on my Xbox. And then try to stay away from the flavors of the month, but I end up getting sucked in every now and again because I have friends that game.
All right, Kumo, some of your favorites.
For me, you can't go wrong with Halo. Loved every minute of Halo. Loved most
Never
of
played it.
Loved most of the Halos that followed, with the exception of the last 2 or 3. But the original Halo for me was just freaking awesome. Second choice would have to be Destiny. Had a lot of fun with Destiny. Any game that I played over 1,000 hours on just has to be on that list. And probably the third for old school, Mario Kart. You give me freaking Toad, dude, and put me on the racetrack, and I was just happy.
Sono. Oh, and by the way, in case anybody has not figured this out yet, Sono is actually my own son. Um, and it's really hard if you're father and son not to call each other by your real names here online. So, Sono, what are some of your favorite games?
I really kind of like split games, like between ones I like to play and the ones I respect more for like game design. But like the ones I like, I guess my favorite games would be Kingdom Hearts, Borderlands, and the Fallout series. But like for game design, it's more like Hellblade and Undertale, like those type of games that have really cool mechanics and stuff like that.
Is that your list, sir?
I guess. I mean, I really like the Infamous series too, and Mario and Zelda. But yeah,
My
Okay.
gosh, you're his dad. You could have warned him there was going to be a quiz on the podcast.
I mean, he did warn me. I don't know. Whenever it comes to like my favorite games, I just play so many different types.
It's hard. It's hard to narrow them down. I got you.
Yeah.
All right, Wolf. What are some of your favorite games? And I already know this list very well.
Well, currently, I love playing the Final Fantasy series. Kingdom Hearts goes right there with the Final Fantasy series. Really waiting for a Final Fantasy VII remake. But there's several other games out there that I've played. You know, they're all got their goods. They've all got their bads. But the top two would be the Final Fantasies. You know, just the really big story-driven games. Elder Scrolls, Fallout.
All right, Fox.
I've been playing quite a bit of TF2 lately.
Not bad.
I've racked up probably a good 50 hours in the past 2 weeks.
I
And Minecraft.
And
I'm watching him play Minecraft while he's doing this podcast. He's literally playing right now.
And for those
I
that
am.
don't know, Fox is actually Geo's son. Like I've said, we're all old fuckers, so just bear with us. Although sadly, my son is a lot older than Geo's, so
Well, you're a lot older than I am.
bite me, asshole. But anyway, and I'll tell everybody this is probably gonna get a lot of hate. I think one of my favorite games this generation, and I'm just waiting to see chat pop up with this one. Days Gone. I had a lot of fun with Days Gone. I've probably got 100 hours into this game. Matter of fact, you guys have heard my buddy Jago on the podcast. He and I were going back and forth on. I think he's got like 80 to 90 himself. I really, really enjoyed Days Gone. The story's a little bit drawn out, but I mean, it was great. It had its little flaws and glitches, but that's about it. Um, Metal Gear has always been a favorite of mine. Even back, in the old days when you had this. Even back, when you had the old school on Nintendo. Um, I mean, the list goes on and on. And here lately, I've been really playing a lot of horror games on Steam. And I know you're supposed to be loyal to one platform, but me, I play everything, so it doesn't really matter other people's opinions. So, but another thing we wanted to talk about, and we're getting a reputation for our crazy chats and banter here on the podcast. So let's talk about those cute little, and I know we've all got different names for them, these die-hard gamers. In the South, we have different names for them. But what tell us about some of your stories, and Fox, we're actually going to start with you since you're the youngest on the panel. We won't tell anybody how young because we don't want the FCC coming down on our asses. But we tell us about some of your stories gaming.
Uh,
Your try hard stories, bud.
yeah, I'm aware of that. So TF2 is quite an old game now, based on my standards. And you can find a bunch of people who just dig around in the game. One of the maps that I play on a lot is Two Fort, which has been memed to death by now. And what people will do is they will emote, and you'll have almost the entire session being friendlies. But you always have that one soldier or sniper who doesn't like it. They will go out of their way to kill everyone who tries to be friendly. And if you have fun, that is not allowed according to them. I have seen games where it is an absolute shit show. There's people who don't stop for nothing. And if you try to stop them in any way, shape, or form, you were dead before you saw them. That's really all I got.
Sono.
Am I just talking about like a time where there was a tryhard in the game, or?
Exactly. That was the whole point of the conversation. So come on.
Yeah, I don't know. That went over my head for some reason. I mean, I play a lot of League of Legends, and that's where like the most tryhard motherfuckers are. Like you can get in games where you constantly just die and die and die. And I mean they're completely toxic about it, you know. But then there's the other side where you can be going like 25-0 against a player or against a whole gold team, and you're kind of on the other side of that spectrum then. But I guess like League is like the most try hard game that I play, where I see the most of it. League and like Call of Duty.
I was going to say you can't leave Call of Duty out now.
Nah, I mean you see a lot of it in Call of Duty, but if you compare like the community of tryhards and toxicity from League of Legends to like Call of Duty looks like it's Hello Kitty Island Adventure. So,
and then don't forget Rainbow Six.
Yeah.
The most.
I've been called out for hacking so many times on Rainbow Six online or on the computer.
Last night I was dealing with tryhards pretty hardcore. I league race in Forza, and anybody who's seen the Blues Brothers movie where they're all piling the cop cars up and around the corner, that was every race last night. You just had tryhards like that could not understand that there's a racing line and you give people space. And then there's a certain gentleman rule, and if you drop off the track and you take a position, there's a gentleman understanding. You back off and you give the position back. But last night we were dealing with a lot of people that just did not understand there was a certain amount of etiquette, and it was all about whether or not they could win. And what made it even worse is when you figured out how to get around their dirty racing and beat them. The messages you get, oh my God, it was, it'd make even Wilmy cry. They were so toxic.
I don't know.
That would take a lot, dude.
Yeah,
I know it would.
That would take a hell of a lot to make me cry at all.
Yeah, you should have seen some of the stuff he sent back in like DOA days.
We won't get into that. You were too young to listen to that shit now. Come on.
Yeah, but that's where most of my great insults came from.
Oh my God. I didn't think about that. I corrupted you and I'm so sorry.
Nah, I ended up pretty good.
And Dave's in the chat LOL. Yeah, Dave knows. Dave knows.
Dave was there too, I believe.
Dave was there through a lot of it, yeah.
Yeah.
So Dave knows exactly what Kyle's talking about. Sadly.
Well, as
All
you
right.
guys have said here, going through your lists, I've realized that I pretty much just must stay away from any games that tryhards play because I don't play any of those with the exception of Forza.
Well,
I feel
that
like
I was
a
going
lot
to
of
come to you
people-
next, Kumo, but hey.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, we get the tryhards though in PUBG too. I mean, you get those guys that will ride the plane out to the end, and I'm guilty of it every now and again too. That ride their plane out to the end just to get the gun, just to kill the inactives, and just to really ruin someone's day. You know, so you're going to get it there. I just don't think it's as frequent as you get in some of the Call of Duty days, and I'm surprised you didn't run into it with Halo. I mean, the teabag was invented in Halo. I mean, come on.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, to me, I guess I just considered a tryhard a guy that was either better than me. I've been called a tryhard because I've been better than somebody. I guess there's just a fine line there of what a tryhard really is.
I see it now, and that could be right because I'll look at a tryhard. A tryhard is somebody who isn't good at the game, so they go out of their way to either ruin the experience so they can try to get the win, or just disregard any sort of etiquette whatsoever that might be involved with the game.
I got you.
You know, modded controllers, things like that. You know. Just it takes. What's the point of playing the game at that point if you're going to try so hard just to get that KD ratio or just to make sure you win? Because these are the same guys that rage quit out of the game as soon as if you're in team deathmatch, they start losing, they leave the team. I mean, and Rainbow Six is the worst for that.
It's
A
no
rainbow-
longer about skill.
Yeah, Rainbow Six, they'll turn around and team kill you in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Yep, and that right there is one reason why I refuse to play that game.
I was
Any
playing
game
Rainbow.
that has that in it should just I don't even know why it's there. It makes no sense. Never will.
I was playing Rainbow one time, and I don't know what the hell happened, but we had an entire team killing. We had like the entire team killing, and we ended up in the end like a 2-5.
Well, me and Fox were playing, and we joined a lobby. We hadn't even played with anybody yet. It was our first match, and we got team killed.
By what? It was a smoke or a mute or something.
Yeah,
They're
something
just
like that.
You know, screw you.
I see it happen a lot with team killing in Rainbow Six whenever you have like the diffuser and someone thinks that they're better than you, so they just kill you to get it.
Oh yeah, that's not unusual either.
Yeah.
See that quite often. And I'm not sure what's going on, guys, here with Streamlabs, but it is not wanting the audios. I'm seeing people saying the audio's acting odd. It's really acting odd on my end too. I'm not sure what's going on here at the moment. I'm trying to get some of this stuff
Our
changed
podcast
up.
is being a tryhard.
I get, dude. It is completely. It is. I don't know, man. It's acting really strange. I can't get anything to respond.
Darn it.
What?
We're gonna go off. We're gonna end the stream right here for a second, everyone. We're gonna pop back up in just a minute. I'm gonna restart Streamlabs and see if that fixes everything. Give us just a couple of minutes. Bear with us. We'll be right back.